right, morning and welcome to game 2 of the winners semifinals, Charles versus Barrie. Joining me on comms tonight is the one and only Mr. Rippy, or in I guess in recent terms, Mr. Whippy. Morning.
Be very, very quiet. I'm hunting rabbits.
We got
Morning, everyone.
A new hot setting that involves killing the rabbit is now live on the dev branch. So if you're interested in playing that, head on over to the dev branch. So,
and if you want to be updated on anything that's going on the dev branch, updated changes, you can find more information on that at the Discord, which is at discord.dk64randomizer.com. But that is for another time. You're here for a race, aren't we?
Yeah, let's switch over and let's see what our starting moves are. As you can see, like DK Diddy, very good starting movement in terms of these two. You're going to be able to backflip high, and you're going to roll around.
Yeah, the Donkey Kong start is always one of my favorites, just the amount of movement that you have. In addition, having Strong Kong and bongos is going to lead me to want to check out Crystal Caves very early on. But that's just a matter of like personal preference.
Yeah, a lot of bongos locked items in Crystal Caves. So, especially if you find Rocket Barrel early, that's just like a third check you can use with bongos potentially.
Yes, absolutely. That's just something that I'm keeping in mind as well. Punch also, kind of in general, even though we don't have Chunky right now, we don't know where Chunky is. I always like seeing Punch just because it locks a few checks, but those checks that it locks are, generally speaking, very important.
All right, we gotta be like 30 seconds out here. So just to kind of round things out, we have Funky in our pool. Not Cranky, so not the worst one, but also not Candy. So kind of middle ground in terms of shops moves you can access, I should say. Both players here, obviously, some of the best here, the 2 and 3 seed respectively. They know how to route even without having one of the shops, even if Funky is not available early, like he was that 1 seed where he was in Helm. So
now I'm looking forward to seeds with things in Helm. I'm really hoping that we get to see another funny haha tonight.
All right, here we go. We are off. Oh, look at the sync. They are holding hands. There is Lanky Kong. First check. And Saxophone? What is going on?
Interesting. And we've already got a Super Simian Slay. Oh, brother.
What is this seed?
Oh, brother.
Hello?
James Hillside
is
has to 8. 0 door, always good to see. Interesting Aztec spawn. Is that a vial in the dirt patch at the back of prison?
I believe it was, but the lighting is slightly dark. Aztec Hunky Chunky Barrel way of the Horde here.
It's pretty in the way of where we were going to go regardless. I'm liking Aztec as our first level just because it's 5 hint doors that you have with basically nothing getting in the way.
First, Kong in terms of getting to K. Rool, Chunky.
And we found out that Funky is going to be somewhere in caves, and Funky does have a potion for, I believe it was Diddy? And Tiny's held by Kasplat and DK Isles, but there's only a handful of Kasplats in DK Isles, so I think 1 or 2 of them are accessible really early on, if I remember all my vanilla placements correctly. So that should be pointing us in a good direction. That's Diddy Donkey DK, for Helm.
We already have bongos, so we only need guitar and rocket barrel.
Only. And one of those 2 has a micro hint for it. Making our way down that tunnel. blueprint inside there, so that hunky chunky barrel is worthless.
Oh, I swore that was hinted.
It's the Kasplat that's by hunky chunky barrel.
Ah, that makes sense.
So this guy probably gonna have. I honestly don't know. I was going to say key, but then I decided to swallow my tongue. Absolutely, team, right?
Too bad. Guess it never happened then. Too bad.
Tragic. Shucks. Various Aztec. Wow, really? Really? I wonder what item it could be, chat.
At this rate, may as well make that the free space on the bingo card.
Yeah, genuinely speaking. Oh, this Kasplat has something? That's crazy. How does that work? GB for
the chat already say it's a jet. You really had to come over and say it was a jet, huh? I didn't say it first. In, everyone. That's all I'm gonna say. Didn't say it first.
All evening at this pace.
Okay, well, nothing in that shop, so we are out.
We did also get Super Simian Slam almost immediately, so it's looking like whatever's in level 6 is going to be worth investigating. We've got World 4 Japes.
I like 10 GBs.
World 3 Japes, my apologies.
And the Galleon DK is chunky.
Without having diving right now, that's... Yeah, let's not get too worried about it.
I think that's a golden banana on the thing there. Yeah, he's pretty sure he saw yellow. All right, Galleon level 6. It'll be interesting if this is the next in the progression order, because it doesn't seem like it should be. It's 1.
With 1?
They don't have any golden bananas. And there's Tiny.
Oh, brother.
Prem Isle Key 8.
We did indeed have Aztec door was 0 GBs, and this is the door with 1 GBs. This distribution is phenomenal, folks. Absolutely phenomenal. Castle Underground, path to 1, 3, and 8. Vanilla castle placement is a little disconcerting just because that means that the super duper Simian Slam is going to be kind of important for like a third of the checks.
Okay then. Hello, where are the golden bananas?
I guess we're going to purchase something because feels bad, man. Oh, brother. We actually can't.
Ooh, Monkey Port is going to be our path to Helm. Vanilla.
Is this even random?
I think what's going to happen now is we're going to be getting the bonus barrel in Castle Lobby. Charles might go for it outright. We'll see. Yeah, Charles is just going to go for it outright. That's going to save him a little bit of time here.
A trick I still refuse to learn, and I blame Trophy Thomas for ruining this level for me.
Oh, this is not an easy one either. Dang. Oh, we're saving Cisco Chunky worth.
Yep. 110%. Look at the tiny little heads. He's just a little fella.
Yeah, let me tell you, this is not an easy trick. Charles getting it first try was very good. Barry took a little bit, but he's up there too.
Well done!
Barry is saving the RC car. Castles 2. I'm sure we saw on the other screen, but I'm just... Castles 2. All right, I guess this is our life now.
Well, it looks like Charles is going back into Aztec. I wonder what he's going to do here. Looks like we are collecting tiny bananas, and I like this play because very clearly there has to be some kind of progression somewhere. And Charles is thinking that something with tiny is going to be our next move. Meanwhile, Barrie is taking the more obvious approach, which is just going to Galleon.
Yeah, a shallow dive into Galleon with this limited number of moves is a choice. Like, I feel like there's no bad choices whether to do the shallow Galleon dive or not, but I feel like there's slightly better ones at the same time. Or at the very least, there are slightly worse ones.
Regardless, I feel like we're going to be seeing a castle push the moment someone gets their second GB.
Yeah, I could see that. A castle underground to 1, 3, and 8. Yep, that's pretty good.
Oh, there's a
Who
crown.
says that crown casinos are not real?
Someone ping Mike Champ. Where is
Please,
he?
everybody, go to... Nope, don't do that, actually. Well, there's some GBs that we can purchase, so maybe the shallow dive wasn't that bad, all things considered.
Yeah, so based on what I've seen here, I'm pretty sure that tiny golden banana on the medal was the first logical golden banana in the game. That is bonkers. Oh, wait, no, she can just buy golden bananas too, I guess. So maybe not. Well,
Either way,
Barrie's
we're
gonna
still... Go on.
Yeah, Barrie's gonna be the first one in the castle here. He just bailed right when he got a golden banana. Didn't even check the water areas, including the cactus splat. Meanwhile, Charles stuck around to buy both the GB here as well as collect the medal.
I think this early on is not going to be the worst thing. That medal check is pretty blatant, and Barrie is going to be going back at some point, almost assuredly, to get that medal check.
Oh,
anyway,
there's a key at the top. Wow.
Well, hopefully this means that we're going to be getting some hints towards the location of Rocket Barrel.
All right, there's our boss door. Looks like Barrie's gonna climb up. Barrie seems to be having some potential internet issues. He keeps dropping frames for me.
Yeah, I have that every now and or I'm seeing that every now and then.
I'll just try to keep refreshing once in a while. Hopefully, it doesn't keep happening. Going down to that 480p quality. Cave's lanky metal wave the horde.
Cave's lanky metal. Trying to run through the list of moves, how hard we can cheat to get it.
Well, remember, there is the 20 on top of the Kasplat pillar, which you can use Rocket Barrel or Baboon Balloon to get.
You can also do a very precise twirl jump off of the top of the shop. It's like super narrow, though.
You also have the 10 going toward the cabins area in the water. You got the balloon, and you also have the baboon balloon. 3 bunch that are just kind of floating in the air. Then you also have the igloo if you have Rocket Barrel as well. So, like, there's not really much locking Lanky's metal there. Ooh, Shockwave. They can get that key at the top. Castle Chunky Shedway of the horse will definitely be coming back here once we have Chunky. We already have Primate Punch.
Yeah, definitely. And I apologize for confusing the top as opposed to top of dirt. I thought we were talking top of the top of the castle.
There's another potion.
Huh. Okay.
Well, we know where we're going if we find Ponytail Throws and Logic. So 7, 8 Tiny Phase, Outer Isles. So we have our second K. Rool card.
And we did find something on Outer Isles. That was going to be move, we found saxophone there. So that could be the resolution for that.
Force chunky metal. Barry is out. Actually, I think that was... Oh, he's going in here. He's getting the potion on the dirt patch.
I agree with this.
You know, it looks like Charles is going to stick around a little longer here. Ooh, and there's our diving.
Okay, so Galleon just became significantly better. Especially with the slams. Yeah, that's good right there. And I guess this is going to be Crystal Caves?
Nope, forest.
Gosh darn it.
7-8 chunky tiny primate punch.
That's gonna make whatever's in Tool Shed really good.
Doesn't look like we can enter forest here, so back to castle it is. Yeah, I'm thinking Barry's castle exit was not intended, but we'll find out for sure afterwards.
All roads lead to Rome, or in this case, Coop Castle.
And key 3, apparently.
Nice!
So, Barry does... This is actually a decent run for Barry, because he does know... oh, I thought he was going to dump there. I guess not.
Maybe he didn't pick up the order yet. Yeah, it looks like he only just put it on his tracker, so... That is a good point. Galleon with sax and bongos is really tempting.
All right, so I'm betting here that we're going to see a little bit of retracing each other's steps as Barry pivots to collecting bananas, which Charles already did, and Charles is finishing up the underground, which Barry already did. Charles getting key 3, probably getting diving next.
I wonder if after seeing diving, Charles is immediately going to go into Galleon. That would be my move personally, especially when we got Castle Underground Shockwave Path 1 and 3, which is now confirmed to be the item because you need a Shockwave for key 3. So I would almost certainly be heading over to Galleon.
Yeah, that's what Charles is doing now. Barry is probably going to get more golden bananas, it looks like. Ooh, Charles also getting more golden bananas. And now he's going to check out Forest.
Get the info out of that hint door.
That is 8. He is 1 short. Too bad, so sad. It looks like Barry is probably... He has less gold bananas, so I don't think he's going to make a push to get into Galleon, or get into Forest here. He might go back into Galleon. In the meantime, Charles definitely has the knowledge to make a push to get into Funky Forest, so I can imagine that is what he's doing here. Okay, it looks like Barry's just going to dump, so he's not going to go into Galleon.
Interesting avoiding Galleon. Someone did point out in chat that without Coconut Gun, you lock yourself out of a couple checks. At the same time, you have Diddy and Diving. No lanky, which you need feather bow for. Okay. All right, yeah, I'm kind of now in agreement with not going to Galleon immediately and going to Forest instead. You have access to a lot more things you can bounce around with there. Where do we spawn? We're going to be spawning on Mills Watch, everybody.
Yeah, it looks like both players are going to enter here roughly at the same time. Nothing interesting in the Winch GB cage, so heading straight over to the barn.
Might as well if you have the gates open already anyway. More information. Cabin, 7, 8, and Tiny Phase, I believe?
Yeah, so we got a little bit of a chain starting here. We know that Saxophone Slam was acquired at Outer Isles, which had the exact same path. So probably the tiny 5-door cabin is our next part of the chain.
Which would mean that Oranges is in play, correct?
I believe that would be the case. Both players kind of splitting off doing their own thing at the moment here. Exterior 7-8 tiny DK free Kongs. 7-8 tiny phase DK phase free Kongs. That is Mushroom Exterior and Forest. So that's probably gonna be earlier on this path here, possibly pointing them toward Oranges, which is what we need.
And the bean has nothing on it, so rip bean levers. You know, it could actually just be Featherbow. That could be the item that's on Mushroom Exterior.
Yeah, because Featherbow we know has to be free Kongs, because we know where Lanky is, behind a Feather Door.
And we need Featherbow in order to do Tiny Phase.
And
yeah, I'm fairly confident calling it. I'm fairly confident calling it Featherbow. Chat, if I'm wrong, please hold me accountable.
Could just be Bee Blast to get Featherbow or something like that.
Oh, that'd be gnarly.
Barry not checking the Check of Legends.
But going after that coin? Alright,
I
bud.
guess he wants the money.
Sure. Barry did also buy a bunch of golden bananas before, so that might be the play here.
Yeah, this is the easy one, so this isn't going to cost much time at all. Alright, so because of the Mushroom Exterior hint, almost certainly they're just going to be climbing here. Like, it doesn't make sense to not climb at this point.
Well, unless you're Barry, who just decided to skip the middle of the Forest Mushroom Exterior.
Yeah, he'll come down. It's fine.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
Nice commentator's curse there, by the way. Good job.
Absolutely. Happy to be here. Okay, going after the Kasplat. You know, that seems important, but I, for some reason, strongly don't believe that that's going to be what it's talking about. Main Isle's path to DK phase. All right.
So that basically all but eliminates exterior having B-Blast.
Oh, hey, look. It's B-Blast.
Huh.
B-Blast on a crown check.
No. This is probably Coconut. I think this is going to be Coconut. It makes sense.
Huh. Yeah, it would make a lot more sense with Coconut. That would also allow you to do a DK check in Lighthouse in order to get Gorilla Grab, or we're both completely wrong.
It is Gorilla Grab.
So we still need Coconut to get to free Lanky because Gorilla Grab is going to be behind Lighthouse or behind Diddy's switch on the ship. Or the dirt. So either way, we still need to get into Lighthouse. And that is
There's a potion.
So Rocket Barrel is super D-duper important. Interesting.
Ooh, who's ready for some bugs? Someone call Kuiper.
Kuiper special. Let's go.
Gonna do like a little bit of a high five here.
So that's definitely not going to be...
Welcome to bonus stage.
Dude, chat has been calling out every single thing so far. What is going on tonight? Is it opposite day?
Yeah, right. I'm definitely not going to win the Powerball tonight. Ooh.
Hey, Barry only needs to check out the Kasplat at the bottom, and then he is done. Alright, so Barry now getting trombone tremor as well. I definitely get the feeling that grab is more likely the answer here and not trombone, but we'll see.
Yeah, I suspect that Chunky is going to be behind turning on the lighthouse.
Yeah, but the lighthouse is already on. You just need to get the coconut.
You're correct. I'm thinking NSAC. Funny, haha, excuse me. All right, so...
What the creator of NSAC is thinking of NSAC. There's no way.
I have poisoned my mind. It's like Kuiper and all of his nonsense whenever he's trying to not talk about Kevin.
Get you two in the commentary booth together and see how that goes.
Oh, brother. We'll just not be... We'll just not. There will be nothing going on. Okay, so grab, though. Grab gets us nothing in Galleon. Right?
No. They're using the charge or shockwave to light the way. Very convenient.
Smoke him if you got him, right? Main caves area is foolish. Neat.
Very interesting. Where is he?
Having just picked up the rainbow coin at the end of the thing. And got a GB from the ferry, and we have another Searchlight Seek.
Another potion.
At the top of the lanky O stand hill inside Japes. Like how Chad is now, high on their own supply. It's convinced, it's going to be instrument upgrade 2. It's going to be ammo belt number 2. It's going to be some other upgrade that we don't want to see. My guess is this is an O stand. What a shock, O just nothing. That is a very bold claim right there. And why do we
I don't know,
bother
that's
taunting?
just about as useful as O stand, to be honest.
Why do I even bother taunting chat sometimes? It just shows me up. Goodness gracious.
But like that's about as useful as O stand. So again, like it's basically the same.
Yeah, sure.
Once
all
again,
right.
chat is on fire today, getting basically every single thing right.
Undefeated and undisputed.
All right, so Charles a little bit ahead here. Barry took a little bit more time in for us, so likely going to Japes now.
I'm still stuck on this grab path, and I'm slowly going insane trying to figure out what would be, like, super worth right now.
Well, something to consider here as we find Chippy Charge. Something to consider is that, remember that Galleon DK is Chunky Kong. I'm actually thinking 5-door ship, potentially, because they can just do that.
Cactus, yeah, that is...
Because you don't need to lower the water for that. Yeah, if you haven't seen Charles' item tracker, it is very good.
This is
definitely worth peeking in his stream for.
Very special, to say the least. I do, whenever I look at it, I have to quickly do some mental math and just be like, oh, this equals this translates to this means this happened.
Well, let me tell you, when Tui Randomizer kicks off, Charles is gone. That's all I'm gonna say.
Another potion in a seed where we're already half an hour in and we've only... Well, there we go.
So that's Path to Key 8. So that's pretty easy hint there.
Dips Hillside, Path to 8 alone. Okay. That does make sense. Monkey Port also only really has 4 checks to begin with.
Oh, there's something else here. Is this our coconut? Oh, and there's a key.
A key, yep.
That would be key 7 if this is coconut. It is coconut. Very cool.
Japes Hillside 478, final DK, final Tiny, and I'm assuming the last one was free Kongs because it said something else at the bottom. All right.
Okay, so that actually could be key 4, not key 7. And in fact, I'm leaning toward key 4 now. And there's Vine Swing. Oops, all the moves. We already found a lot of the junk items too. Just need ammo belt at this point.
We're gonna get DK's medal while we're here as well. The obligatory 5 colored bananas there. Just happened to be a medal. Convenient, ain't it? Why did you do that, bud? Oh, because you don't have the Kong needed to do that. Doy. That makes sense. If that's the case, we're now heading over to Galleon to go to the lighthouse area. We did also
This
find...
is Charles' first time in Galleon. Nice.
Pretty good, actually. I don't hate this being the first dive in the Galleon.
I agree, because, like, that is a decent amount of time wasted by Barry going into there. Could be, because, like, Charles can do all this stuff with, like, vines first try and everything, so, like, it's really nice routing for him.
Speaking of NSAC.
What is happening in the chat? Do I even want to know?
Let's go gambling!
Alright, coconut sugar acquired on the side of Barry, so he's gonna see the giant coconut sugar hitting right now. 478 tiny DK free Kongs.
Okay, so I'm back to Lighthouse being where Chunky is. Even though you don't need the lever to open it, or to turn it on, I'm still back in Lighthouse, the top of Lighthouse, having the actual item.
Oh, the double cop! I've never seen that before! Nice, quick thinking by Charles there.
I absolutely would have panicked and gotten got.
Alright, it's our first look at the lighthouse area here.
Totally appropriate music for the zone. No notes. We do have a dirt patch back here. So even if it's not at the top, we do have that second check to do.
Remember that this is the best Tui song on the side of Charles.
Well, I'll be a monkey's uncle. Consolation prize? No consolation prize. Golly. Gonna get the balloon in order to get the medal check here. Yes, he is. And it is Chunky Kong.
Chunky Kong being on the medal, so that does make sense with the hints that we've gotten so far.
Yeah, you didn't have access to... You were missing a couple of donkey CBs, correct? That doesn't matter.
What?
To get the medal without getting coconut gun. Like, yeah, the coconut gun was absolutely needed in order to get enough colored bananas in order to get the medal check. Okay, yeah, this is all making sense now.
Alright, Barry's surprisingly back in forest here. I wonder what he's up to.
He is using that grab hint to go after Mills, which I don't hate.
That wasn't it. Too bad.
However, it does not pay off.
Good thought, though. I didn't think of it at all.
That was in the back of my mind. As per usual, I thought of this. I just didn't say anything.
Yeah, it was me smile.
Yeah, me. You made this? I made this.
Oh, he's going into castles to do those levers checks, maybe?
You do
He's
have
definitely taking
coconut
levers
gun.
checks. What? He does.
Yeah, he has coconut, so that does make the underground minecart very good. James Hillside Path to 4. Well, that confirms the key that is inside Lanky's time cage.
Yeah, he's very clearly going straight toward DK minecart here.
It's not a bad play. Do we have a Lanky hit so far? Lanky is in Isle's tiny feather cage. So we are still looking for Featherbow. Okay, let's go see if Barry was right for sniffing out that hint. Potion, 100% correct. Going after the grab checks that you can do now as opposed to waiting to see if you could get into factory lobby in order to pull something out there. More information again. Lanky can be found by Tiny and DK Isles. If anybody else wanted that confirmation of where Lanky is.
I mean, there may be some stragglers from the stream who didn't watch the first 5 seconds. I think it's good for them. Yeah, it's good. Not good for our competitors, but it's good for the viewers.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Again, it's with the we immediately get a key and then a hint telling us where the key is.
Alright, let's see if chat gets this one right, too. Apparently it's opposite day, so clearly they will.
They're gambling on ammo belt, too. Which I don't blame them for. If you've hit this many in a row. You know, gambler's fallacy and all that jazz. It is not. It is Featherbow.
It is Featherbow. Okay. Beta bracket finalist OJN getting that one right.
So this is interesting. Each of our competitors has 4 Kongs now, and they have an alternate of what their 4th Kong is. So it's still not family. Not quite yet, anyway.
It looks like Barry's going to Galleon, though, so I feel like we're going to be getting sub-hour family regardless.
If you could do me a favor and not for another 20 minutes, that would be great.
Well, I know what you bet on today.
Me and like 3 other people.
Hopefully you didn't bet the farm.
We'll do comms for more colored coins.
Aztec tiny clap room. Interesting.
So that means mini monkeys wear the horde, which I mean we knew regardless because we did have tiny phase. That's doubly way of the horde, as it were.
Alright, so Barry's going to be retracing Charles' steps for a little bit here. Meanwhile, Charles is going to Forest. So no... it'll be funny if Charles follows the exact same path that Barry did by checking the gorilla grab checks in the exact same order. I think that's actually... No. No, it is gonna happen. Nope. We're just collecting colored bananas. Charles is going for Chunky's medal here. Very, very interesting.
Barry appears
now
to
remember,
have not gotten Donkey's medal, has ignored one of the balloons that was in or around the lighthouse.
yeah, he'll get it eventually. Charles is going for a Way of the Horde here. We had a Way of the Horde for his Chunky medal earlier.
It's a good thing to clear out, and with the moves that you have for Chunky... Can you do it with that? With Mushroom Interior and climbing, yeah, you should be able to clear that pretty easy. Guard door, getting us another piece of information. Caves, Helms, Lobbies, 3 potions, I think it said?
Yep. A lot of potions. Meanwhile, is that Simeon Spring? Simeon Spring,
Yeah, that's a
Way of
move.
the Horde.
That's a move, all right.
Going back to Caves, Helm Lobbies, 3 potions. I don't think we've seen a single potion yet. None of the castle lobby things are potions.
The Gamba has paid out to Yes, and I'm going to be getting a visit on my door from King K. Rool later.
Do you know King K. Rool's a tax collector?
Yeah, taxes. That's what he's collecting.
Not sure. Yeah, I think Charles failed there. Yeah, he's going back. In the meantime, it looks like Bear's gonna try to get on the ship. Or maybe not. Alright, Charles did manage to find the coin in the darkness. Very good play right there. And Charles is likely just going to head to castle. I lied. Looks like he's doing a dump, maybe? No, he's checking Simeon Spring stuff now. Makes sense. Looks like Forest is the way in his mind.
He might be thinking Mills, because that grab is pretty good. Yeah, look, I think he's going to be heading over to get inside Mills to see that it's nothing, and then immediately leave and go after Donkey Minecart.
Alright, now Charles is checking grab checks, so he's probably just gonna castle now.
Yep. This all makes sense.
Something else that's in play is the Chunky Shed in Castle, so like it makes total sense to just go there next.
Especially if you already have Chunky and you're re-entering that zone, yeah.
Yeah, it seems like Charles being a little bit more thorough in terms of clearing out forest before he moves on. Don't hate the play at all. Yeah, he's definitely going castle here. This will get him, obviously, the chunky shed, and then he'll likely go down to the DK minecart race afterwards.
So here's Power Shed. Not Power Shed, my apologies. Tool Shed.
Now, technically, this is out of logic because no triangle, but you do this when you're here.
I was gonna say. It's hunky
chunky. We do need that, which means our final chunky move for K. Rool is going to be in the factory shops. Not a lot of hints really for chunky moves, so that makes the most sense to me.
That would also mean... No, that's not. I was reading those hints wrong. We still got a whole bunch of Primal Punch stuff to do. We get into Cave's lobby. I'm liking something that has to do with the Strong Kong checks that are locked behind the ice walls.
I'm a little surprised Barry didn't opt for key 4 here, but it looks like he is going to push some coconut checks more, which makes sense.
Barry didn't get feather bow. No, I'm sorry, not Barry.
Charles.
Charles didn't get feather bow. That's really interesting.
Yeah, he must not be thinking about it yet, but he clearly thought about it at one point because he did actively check the grab check in forest. Oh, wait a minute, what's this? Oh, it's just sniper. Yeah, so we don't really know what's going on with Main Isle's DK phase, but I think we said the Summit Barrel is likely the culprit at hand here. Or the dirt patch on top of Aztec Hut.
Either way, those both need rocket barrels, so hopefully we'll trip headfirst into that at some point.
Ooh, Charles checking a boss. Very interesting.
I don't hate it. But at the same time, I don't... Yeah, I think not remembering, or maybe did he even get the hint that said that there was something with a... Yeah, he did get the hint for a grab. So not chasing those things right now and going after bosses blind seems kind of like a misstep, but I'm also not one of the top 5 best players of this game, so who knows. Me too. I'd be going DK minecart before checking bosses as well, but...
Well, that's top 3 player minimum Jim Jam saying that, so must be true.
Exactly.
Homing ammo found on Tiny's medal. So now we have a homing and a sniper appearance, but either player has one or the other. Whoever wins this matchup here gets to play Jim Jam in the finals. Came in as the 16th seed, but triumphed over everyone else, including Salzer and Spike, in order to get to the finals. So, great performances by Jim Jam all around. And if you haven't seen the very first Salzer vs. Jim Jam seed, absolute classic race. Highly recommend anyone watch that one.
And they can find that all on the YouTube channel, correct?
Yep, YouTube channel on DK Speedruns, or DK64 Speedruns, excuse me. All right, finally someone's going for key 4 here. The moment, actually no, Charles cannot because he doesn't have lanky, because he has no feather bow.
Meanwhile, Barry has everything to do this check. No, he doesn't have great. No, you don't need great for that. You just need lanky being able to slam.
All right, so now I think we're getting key 4.
Yeah, Barry's now heading in to get key 4, correct.
All right, let's see what's behind level number 5 once we get key 4 here.
I'm thinking caves, but I've also got a 50-50 shot, so I'm just gonna confidently be wrong and say it's caves.
And this also makes sense here. We are going to see if there is a hint door up here, which there should be because the Travenskopf door is at the beginning of the room.
That's a potion on the Hunky Chunky barrel and japes.
Now, we know where Hunky Chunky is, and I'm pretty sure that it's not needed, but we don't know yet.
Galleon something metal was for
that's our Kong, so we don't need to worry about that hint.
Cool.
Ooh, Barry's going to castle? I thought he'd go level 5. Probably
Barry,
getting the hut. He's probably getting the hut check. Or the shed check.
Interesting. We also have Charles, who will, I think, has finally remembered that he has grab, and will be making his way to, yep, go do.
Yeah, this is a very clear. I'm going to go get the grab check. At this point of the seed, it feels like Barry's slightly ahead. Definitely far from over though.
I have Barry on my cards as slightly ahead as well, but it really could just be one lucky check as opposed to not being able to find something for like 15 minutes.
Yeah, I think this makes sense. Like he saw that Hunky Chunky potion, like he's just gonna go check it. This is a long walk though. We'll see if it pays out.
Picking up those lanky colored bananas is interesting. Not the end of the world, it's only 2 effectively, but not even bothering looking at the hint text. It's just, yeah, it's something I forgot. Let's go ahead and just get this over with. Got a bonus barrel. Stealthy Snoop, alright.
These are the easy ones. This should go pretty quick.
That's orange throwing.
Oh, orange throw. We're pretty confident that we need that too.
Yeah, because we're still keeping in mind Tiny's 5-door cabin. Oh, and hey, look, it's the Outer Isles key.
So here's key 1, so we have access to all levels now. And now you definitely check this to make sure, and yeah, that's nothing.
And that dirt patch also has something.
Yeah, so we're going to be getting that out of logic here shortly. It's unfortunate that Barry fell down. Meanwhile, Featherrow is acquired on the side of Charles here. Now, if there's something you need from Tiny 5-door cabin, Charles could be in huge trouble because he really doesn't have any reason to go back to that check for a long time. I already think he's pretty far behind at the moment, so like we'll see how this plays out. Uh-oh.
Oh dear.
Why is that needed?
That's bad.
Uh-oh.
Lighthouse area dead. Cool. Dang it.
Lighthouse, sorry. We have sprint on a check that got hinted. And main caves is dead. Oh, there's barrel
throwing. That was one of the 3 scouring potions in Cave Some lobbies. Doesn't necessarily mean it's Way of the Horde, but it's good to know.
Alright, if the rabbit race is in fact needed and required, I'm gonna start saying my R's as W's for the rest of the stream, and you're joining me.
We?
Not now. Only if it's rabbit race.
Okay, good.
Fortunately, Barry. Okay, well, I thought he was gonna start clearing main caves checks, but I guess he remembered or something else. What are we doing in caves? So we need to get Lanky's medal. We also need to check Tiny 5-door cabin.
You know, it could also be Lanky's sprint cabin.
And now 2 potions.
And we've gotten both of those already. The one that was in the Japes entrance, which was the slam, and then the one on top of Aztec.
Ooh. This is interesting. I thought we were going to see some divergence with Charles going into factory, but he cannot enter. Oh no, he can enter. I was going to say he was 1 short, but now he's not. So we're going to see a factory push here.
The factory shop is going to be the payoff item.
Wait, was there a purple claptrap in Tiny's cabin?
I believe there was, and that's Mini Monkey.
There was, okay. So there's Mini Monkey. I think we kind of suspected that would be there. In the meantime, we do not have logical Lanky metal access, but we can get it because we can just simply backflip up to the 1-door cabin bunch.
And while we're up there, we might as you should probably consider just doing sprint cabinet anyway. Just as a reminder, you are watching the DK64 Randomizer Season 4 Winner's Semi, a race between charlesJarls and Barrie95. If you enjoy what you're watching, have any questions, or would like to try out the randomizer yourself, you can go ahead and find us at DK64randomizer.com.
I have a question, Mr. Rippy. What is this potion on the block top?
Oh, brother.
Production room is final DK phase. Oh,
and we know,
boy.
World brings us back to Castle Underground because we have something across the Twirl Cavern. Oh, brother.
Wow, this isn't Sprint. Is the rabbit race in play, like, legitimately?
Nani? So that hints that Charles Gott just said that the dirt patch in front of the cabin was where the horde, which we knew was a key.
All right, we got a crown, someone ping Mike Champ.
They're not real, folks.
Meanwhile, I think we're going to be seeing Blast soon here because we are seeing a production push. And we know that DK phase is... there's something in production room that's at the DK phase, so... What?
Best case scenario...
What is Barrie doing?
Appears to be trying Hunkless. Despite... No...
Oh, he's doing twirlless.
This is an interesting setup for twirlless. I mean, we know where twirl is, so it's not like we have clairvoyance, so that doesn't make a difference. But okay.
I'm shocked.
You have got to be kidding me. You have got to be kidding me that is actually something that you can do. You've got to be kidding me.
I can hear Spike crying tears of joy. I don't even know if he's
Llama Temple dead. Great, cool. No one cares anymore. I'm just watching this, and this is terrible.
JX Jacob has had no idea this was a thing either, apparently.
Oh, brother.
Oh my goodness.
Holy smokes. I missed what that hint was. A lot of walking time for a check you could peek. I think the thing that he was going for was the lanky colored bananas because he does not care.
Does not care at all. Meanwhile, this is probably Gorilla Gone on the side of Charles. Yep. All right, Lanky's medal is key 7, so that makes sense.
Yarp.
That actually is good news for Barrie, I think, because now he can skip this entire like move path that Charles is on. Potentially, anyway. I don't know for sure.
Castle Underground gets you 3 potions, and we know the location of 3 of them, actually. So that last one that we haven't picked up yet is going to be the Twirl Barrel, which Barrie has not gotten Twirl yet, because Twirl is in testing.
That's a good hint. Factory Metal Rewards is something.
Wonder if Charles is going to get distracted if he picks up something on the metal rewards. Because I'm going through the list right now of... We've got Chunky Face, which we're just missing.
Okay, so there's likely B-Blast, which makes sense. Because that also clues us in. Like, I'm pretty sure this means, no, I don't think it means it, but potentially the potion we saw in Castle Underground is nothing. And Spring was only for this.
Spring. Yeah, all right, that's starting to that makes a little sense. Yeah. Cave's Donkey Medal.
Ooh, Cave's DK Medal? I don't know if Charles is getting that. Or sorry, Barry's not getting that. But the fact that Charles got B-Blast here means he's probably going to be getting it when he goes to Caves next. So that's actually a good way for Charles to get back in even standing here. Yeah, looks like Barry wants to end on the monkey port check here. Makes a lot of sense to me.
3 crowns. 3 crowns have been seen so far this seed. Between our runners. Somebody please tag Mike Champ. As a 4th! Playing NSAC, everybody. New plan.
We are definitely not in go mode yet. We are missing Diddy helm items.
Aztec Funky Diddy is way up the
So where's Funky? In cave somewhere. DK medal maybe?
We did know that we need to get that medal.
Cave's Lanky Medal was hinted. That was key 7. Oh, Barry's ignoring bananas.
The other question is, does Barry have that hint? I'm sorry, not Barry. Does Charles have the hint about the colored bananas for all the various Kongs inside caves?
Well, he's collecting he went on his way to collect Lankies right there, so probably. He's definitely being a little thorough here.
I appreciate Barry doing everything in their power to avoid engaging with the possibility of B-Blast in caves being important. Actually just straight up in 100% denial of needing that particular rotten check.
Is there 7 more DK bananas available? I think there is in the big boulder room. I don't think he got
There's
that balloon.
10 there.
Yeah, Barrie is hard pushing caves medals for sure. There he is, as expected, Funky Kong. So probably gonna go Aztec, buy the move for Diddy Funky.
That he knows that he needs, which hopefully is going to be Rocket Barrel.
Yeah, so now if this ends up being Rocket Barrel, he can just see where the guitar is. But this is guitar, so where's Rocket Barrel?
Tragic. Absolutely tragic, because that does also mean that we have to consider, once again, the main character.
We don't know where Grape is.
Let's hope it stays that way.
So the other thing Sprint could be locking is Castle Mausoleum.
Castle Mazu's a good one.
You still need Grape logically, but you can at least do it.
We do have Feather, so we can just kind of ignore the Grape. No, we can't need.
Wait, no. It can't be anything in Underground because there's only 3 potions there. We already know where 3 are.
Exactly. So then.
So it has to be Rabbit Race. That's the answer. Like there's literally nothing else.
I'd like to point out that I did not consent to pronouncing all my R's as W's. I was forced into it.
So, okay, the final push. This right here that Barry's getting is going to be Grape. This is the solution right here.
Yeah, that looks like it, doesn't it?
Well, Sprint's dead. Oh wait, no, dang. This could just be Rocket Barrel. No, Barry is definitely ahead here, not Charles.
I was gonna say, the thing that
Barry did this stuff like 10-15 minutes ago. Yeah, there's Rocket Barrel, so once Barry does Factory, he's just done, pending Golden Banana Collection. Yeah, the big thing that Charles has to do is go to Jape's Hunky Chunky Barrel, which he might just because he would probably need an extra hint. He just needs to come across that naturally. Because there's nothing hinting that.
Well, it's sort of kind of shaded by that previous castle surroundings thing that we had before. Because we did get Hunky Chunky in the shed, and we do know that punch is kind of important. So it's like very loosely sort of lampshaded, but you really have to put your detective hat on in order to make that work. Yeah, shed is also Wath hinted. The problem is that it's Wath hinted, and the resolution for the Wath is going to be final chunky phase. So do you remember? It's really a question of if something is Wath and it has an answer for endgame, is that the only answer for endgame? Which, after playing for 75 minutes is the point where my eyes start to cross, so it might just be a fatigue. Do you remember that all of these things are where they're supposed to be? Finishing up some potions here for Charles. Clearing up the factory shops for Barry. Barry also needs to get Baboon Blast, which we know is in production, and we did see hints before saying something in production was on the way to Donkey Phase, which is obviously Blast.
No, it isn't over for Charles, but like the fact that he's not going to Japes it's not a good sign. He had to, like, I think if he had a prayer, he would have to go to Japes right now and do Japes right now.
He's circling the drain.
Yeah, like I think it's still potentially possible depending on how fast Barry goes here, but like it's not looking good.
Nah.
Oranges are Japes Hunky Chunky Barrel.
And oranges were needed for Tiny's 5-door cabin, which got us something important.
But if he needs a hint and decides to go there, that's his opportunity. So I think he still has a chance. It's not a very good one, but he has a chance.
Thank you. It did. Tiny's 5-door cabin got us Mini. Mini was needed in order for us to get Rocket Barrel from the Tiny Splat Hinted Room in Aztec, which is a known WAF location.
Yeah, we have no idea what's on the... we don't know what's on the Castle Ponytail Twirl potion either, so like... You definitely go that before getting another hint.
My cup runneth over with crowns today. Jeez Louise. Barry did get knocked out of a shockwave from Shock before. That is correct.
All right, that is Gorilla Gone acquired on the side of Barry. I don't want to say go mode quite yet, because if there is a Diddy 2% Helm minigame in Helm, good luck.
Well, Barry also still needs to get Blast, correct?
Yeah, but he's going to head there shortly.
Yeah, so... They're warming up the engines, as it were.
Technically, he wouldn't have been in go mode anyway. All right, Charles is checking a boss. What's this going to reveal?
Nothing.
Maybe he could use that. I don't know. There was another main aisle thing, Jim Jam, yeah. So you don't actually need sprint. I was just hyping it up for the fans. All right, Barry knows where B-Blast is, and he should be going to Helm shortly after this.
Barry doing an impression of me trying to climb production.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. This is going to be a close race. If he goes to the hint room, this could be close. Come on, Charles. Let's make this a good race. They both have to do some turn-ins once they get the final move.
The problem, I think, is that Charles is still about...
Yeah, he's still... You never know. You never know. Like, if Peanut just randomly is needed here, then this is... Throw everything I've said about Goemon out the window.
Yeah. Charles is about, I want to say, 3 minutes behind.
Yeah. Because he has to still do a decent amount of stuff here.
Still needing to get oranges into Rocket Barrel is killer right now.
Yeah, he never got Lanky Metal, but like he doesn't need it. At least not right now.
Like it.
All right, Barry is at 63. This should prompt him to just go straight to Helm now, which looks like to be the case. All right, if this is not the 2% game, we are in go mode. If it is casino time, baby.
Interestingly enough, Barry is gambling on finding a golden banana somewhere in Helm. It's not bad odds, but great odds.
I believe it's literally 99% chance that there's at least one golden banana in Helm.
Charles has discovered bad news.
Yeah, so he's gonna do this, but it's a little too late here. It is Big Bug Bash. That is go mode, and this is going to mean Barry is our winner.
Welcome to bonus.
There's
stage.
still the opportunity for something funny to happen.
What, like, he's not gonna, he like backflip like 10 times in a row? Maybe.
Colossal choke. It ain't over till the fat lady sings. I'll put it like that.
Well done.
All right, Charles pulling orange throwing a little bit too late, but he at least knows the lore now. Nice cutscene skips by Barry, nails both of them, but he's gonna be down a golden banana here because he didn't get the right cutscene skip. There are 2 frames of cutscene skips for the Helm cutscenes work. A 2-frame window, and only one of them lets you actually get the item inside of the Helm.
99.999% of the time, that doesn't matter. Now with the way that the seeds are built, it's not like 99% of the time it doesn't matter, but, you know, the 1%, etc. That is going to be our key 8 for Barry. Barry is now going to head over to fight K-Rool. What are you doing, bud? Charles might have lost the plot.
Think there's still Mini Monkey hinted stuff. I don't blame him.
Well, the only Mini Monkey hinted thing explicitly.
Oh,
well,
what?
Yeah.
You know, let's go back to the grape required for Rabbit Race theory. I like that theory.
Why? That's a choice.
Wait, did Charles never get this? Oh wait,
No,
no,
that
he's
was
going for the
Barrie.
fairy.
Yeah, that's why I said Charles lost the plot.
What in the world? Wait. He's just... What? I don't understand what's
Charles
happening.
was going after the fairy because he thought, he was like, oh, Mini Monkey is important for something. I should totally do that. And now he's just remembered, wait a minute, I got an explicit hint that the Claptrap room is Way of the Horde. So now I'm going to do that instead because that resolves Mini Monkey. I lied. He's going to get this fairy that he knows about, and he's going to continue to go off the rails. Maybe I've lied about lying. Needs a blue potion for Wath Metals. You are correct on that one. That is technically correct, which is the best kind of correct. That said, did we not find out explicitly... It's Lanky Metal Key 7. Okay. Yeah! I'm starting to see how Charles is getting here. My assumption, faulty as it was the ability to get Key 7 out of or the Lanky Metal out of logic, which is admittedly very annoying to do.
All right, now we're going to caves.
The moves that we have for Lanky, with Rocket Barrel, that'll open up Lanky's 5-door Igloo, and the 5-door Igloo should have enough colored bananas in there with the 20, 30 that he's already gotten. That should be fine. This is all playing out just about right. With these last 5 colored bananas, that will get Charles Key 7, which will then necessitate a blueprint dump, albeit briefly. Should just be Chunky's 4 here, assuming that the auto tracker is reading correctly. Or 3 and 1, that also works. Either way, it's still going to put Charles about 5 minutes behind Barrie. Probably closer to 7. Jed can indeed be pretty nasty logical, things considered.
This is definitely an interesting seed logically, but like we're missing some pieces of the puzzle still, which we're never gonna know.
Yeah, I mean, that's just kind of the fun of this randomizer in particular. You never know what you're missing right up until the bitter end. Or like, you can complete a seed 100%. You can complete a seed and just straight up not need a particular move, even though capital L logic expects you to have it. And that is a GG for Barrie95 with
the official, the official race time is 1:31:41.
missed the 90-minute mark by that much.
All right, we have Barry joining us. GG's and Charles GG's as well.
Mornin.
All right.
So first off, both of you, congratulations. Race well run. This was a lot of fun to watch and to commentate on. You both had some very interesting diverging paths there. I'm curious, because one of you decided to do a shallow dive in Galleon early, and the other one decided to hold off until you had Coconut to just completely round everything out. Could you both explain to me which you prefer, if you have the option, just do a shallow Galleon dive or just hold off until you do a big one?
I don't know what happened. But I guess, you know, I was just thinking about, like,
Welcome to bonus stage.
there's not really that much to do in Galleon. So I was thinking, let's just try to dump for Forest, and yeah, that's what I did. And I think it turned out pretty great on my end for doing that.
Well done.
Yeah, you got out
Yeah.
pretty well, all things considered. Charles, how you feeling?
Oh, that was awful. That was awful.
Did either of you, after you finished, like figure out some of the missing pieces of the puzzle? Because like we have no idea what exactly you need for Chunky Shed and Castle at this point, for instance.
Oh, yeah. I don't know.
No one found pineapple, no one found triangle, so like logically it's missing.
I wasn't even thinking about that.
Yeah, they are just free somewhere. Somewhere.
Maybe, yeah, maybe like no one got like tiny underground potion, so maybe that it's just that. I don't know.
We did have
Yes.
that is the third scouring potion. Yeah, in Castle Underground, we knew about that. So who knows? We'll never know.
Yeah, I figured Spring could be on the banana horde. Maybe. That's something I didn't get.
You did not get Spring. Interesting. Spring was on forest-colored bananas.
That was the chunky model, which got hinted, of course.
Oh, then what was main aisle to DK?
Slam.
Yeah, it's just slam. Nothing crazy exciting.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I got so lost there in the... Because I thought I was like considering for pineapple to get key 1 on the dirt, because I completely forgot the minecart race. I was sure there was just something in factory for grab or something when it wasn't the mills.
Yeah, we saw you do Mills grabbing like, oh, he's gonna go to Castle grab next, and it just never happened for a bit.
Yeah. I knew that I needed to do grab checks right away. It was multi-pathed, and I was thinking either Mills or the race, or the minecart, I should say. Yeah, it's good for me to go for that. Anything else?
All right, well, yeah, what else happened this seed? So, there was kind of like a mini 7-8. What was it? 7-8 tiny. I feel like that got solved relatively easily. I don't think there's anything crazy about that path. The only real big path was the coconut shoe on Japes Hillside, but that tends to like be at the front of a lot of big paths anyway, so that's whatever.
Coconut gun being the most important weapon in the game, yeah.
Yeah.
Especially in vanilla, the distro of the switches.
Charles, did you ever see what's on the fairy reward? Because we know it's a blue potion.
Yeah, it's either grape or balloon. I don't know what it is. I never checked it. But oh my god, I cave snake in my life. Ooh, I fumbled it so hard, dude.
Yeah.
Because I forgot to grab the one in the cabin.
Do you
Too
know
bad.
about the barrel strap?
Oh, that
Oh.
freaking barrel strat. All right.
Yeah,
not barrel,
the
a boulder
Charles know
strat.
about the boulder strat.
Oh, that was dirty. That was so dirty.
That was disgusting. But Charles didn't need it though because he had ponytail twirl at the time, so like it didn't matter that much. But like, that was pretty funny.
That was gross.
I didn't have
in the
PTT,
best way.
so- Yeah. All right. Yeah. What else? I guess Charles kind of struggled with finding oranges.
Yeah, because pretty sure Charles had no reason to like go in that area of Japes until like he needed another hint. And it's a little bit of a lampshaded location too because of a hunky chunky.
I always figure whenever I'm in Japes, like to get something, like get key 4, I'm always gonna think of like what other new hints can I grab here before I leave.
Yeah, I was thinking about that too, but I left immediately. I felt so far behind at that point, so I had to play kind of aggressively. But I kind of forgot about it as well. And then I found barrels with punch, so that kind of baited me as well a little.
Oh,
because I knew punch had to lead to oranges somehow.
Yeah, all I know is if I see a potion, get a potion. So that's what I did.
Yeah, it makes sense. All right, we're gonna wrap upstream here as Charles finishes on stream here. He's just about to get to DK phase, but because Barry won, we are going to a game 3 winner take all. That'll be scheduled for next week sometime. I'm sure they can figure out time for that. So the winner of that will be playing Jim Jam. Jim Jam waiting on the other side for them in the winners finals. Guaranteed top 3 for the losers, so not too bad overall. In the meantime, make sure you follow us on DK64 Speedruns on Twitch as well as our YouTube channel. Thank you to Mr. Rippy for commentating with me, Nintendo Sarah for race modding, Camerson, Essen, and CyberChow X for tracking. So thanks for the volunteers today. It was a great time, and we will see you next week for game 3. Morning, everyone.
Morning.
Morning.
All right, and there's Charles finishing up. So let's go ahead and cut the stream. See you later.